Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Tutorial Man here. Hey, it's me, Matt Castle, and I'm back with another one of my quarterly tutorial videos because it has been 4 months since I've uploaded the last one. Today, I want to show you guys how to make an item elevator, so we're just gonna go over here and see what I'm talking about. Okay, so there are two ways you can build this little dropper circuit. This is the really cheap and simple one. All you need is a single dropper over here, a block to power that dropper, a comparator running out of the dropper to detect when there are items in there, a couple of repeaters going back into this block, and some redstone dust. So if I just get a stack of items over here, I drop it into the dropper, you'll see that it starts a little clock that shoots out items, but it's pretty slow. Great, this next design I learned from Pixel Riffs, so big thank you to him. And this design is a lot more compact, completely tileable, cheaper in terms of redstone dust and comparators and repeaters, but you do need 2 observers and a piston. So all it is when items are put in this dropper, this comparator will detect and that there are items in there. The observer will detect a state change in the comparator, activating the piston, pushing it up and sending a pulse to the dropper really quickly. Let's show you that in practice, and you can see that it drops the items super quick. And because it's completely tileable, you can stack these up either way and they won't interfere with each other, which is pretty good. Ultimately, what we're gonna build is, it's gonna end up something like this. You're gonna have your little item dropper comparator set up here, where you put the items in the comparator. It'll shoot up into a water stream that'll go all the way up there to this chest up here. And that's really cool because it's really simple. It's super survival friendly as long as you've got some hoppers. So let's take a look at the things you're gonna need to build this machine. Alright, cool. So, excuse me, sir. Thank you. What you're gonna... Okay, so where was I? What you're gonna need is inside this chest, and it is a dropper, of course. You're gonna need 2 observers, 1 piston, 1 redstone comparator, and at least 2 hoppers. You can get away with 1, 2 chests to get all your items, a sign for lols, and building blocks. I'm using red stained glass, so you want to see the items go up into the water column. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I didn't miss these couple things over here. You're gonna need some kelp, a block of soul sand, and a water bucket to build the water column. I had assumed you knew how to build water columns, but we'll cover that in today's tutorial as well. So it's a 2-in-1. You're getting 2 tutorials for the viewing time of 1 tutorial. Big brain. So let's get started, shall we? Cool, so the first thing I want to do is set up the dropper. We just want it facing out over there. Then get a comparator facing out of the dropper. Once you've got your comparator down, just remove the block on your platform and put a piston into it. On that piston, you want to put your observer. I also just need to correct myself here. This is supposed to be a sticky piston. Sorry about that. I'm sad that I made that basic noob mistake. It happens, I guess. but it's a sticky piston. Alright, so where was I? Just Elytra. Okay. In this hole, put your sticky piston. And in there, put your observer with the redstone little ejector thing facing outwards. Then all you gotta do is come up here and place your other observer like this on top of this, so the machine looks like that. And that way, when you put something like a slime block in there, it'll trigger, send the observer up, and shoot the thing out. Now it's time to build a bubble column. So what I'm gonna do is just use my building blocks, any building blocks. These can be completely solid blocks, they can be glass blocks, it's completely up to you. This is just so that I can see what is going on inside of the thing. So we're gonna just build this up all the way up to there, and I shall get back to you. Alright, it is bubble column time. To get started on the bottom bubble column pieces, let's just go in here and replace this dirt block with soul sand. It has to be soul sand, not so soil. Promise, I've never made that mistake before, I promise. So soul sand at the bottom, then you go back to the top, and here we just want to quickly set up our collection system. So let's grab a couple chests. We wanted double chest over here. Let's grab our hoppers, and we just want to drop 2 hoppers like that. This is just so you have a higher chance of collecting the actual items. And we're just gonna build this up with our building blocks. You could do this because chests will still open into glass, so that's pretty convenient. And we're gonna come in and close this up once we have the bubble column in. But on the block that leads out just above it, place your water block. You're gonna see it's gonna run over the hoppers. That is what we want, so the items will come up, shoot up into the bubble column, and flow down over the hoppers and into the chest. But in order for this to be a bubble column, these have to be turned into water sources. So what you'll do is come down to the bottom and place kelp all the way. Growing kelp in a bubble, in a water column, will turn all the water into water source blocks, which is what you want. So once you remove the kelp, give it a second and we shoot up. Oof, which is exactly what we want. Now that that is done, get your building blocks and cover that up, because items will shoot up and over this. This bubble column is OP. That is pretty much it for the build part of it. It's really simple. So just a quick rundown. You have a dropper. This will hold all the items you want to send into the bubble column. you have a comparator, which is going to detect when anything is in that dropper. You have one observer over here on a sticky piston that will detect a state change in the comparator, shoot up, trigger this comparator, which will trigger the dropper to shoot all the items into the bubble column, which will send the items up over the hoppers into the chest. So, test run time. Okay. Let's say, for instance, we have an iron farm somewhere and we got a few stacks of iron, but our base is literally on the top of High Rothgar over there, and we don't want to climb the 7,000 steps up to High Rothgar. So we'd come over here, we'd grab stuff from our iron farm. Put it in this dropper, and it gets shot up into the bubble column. Super nice. Now, if we fly up here to the top, we can see that everything is coming, getting fed into the hoppers and into the chest. Brilliant. You can also do this with multiple chests, multiple hoppers, and you can set up item sorting in the hoppers. If you guys want a tutorial on item sorting, it's really easy. Drop a comment down below, leave a like on this video if you want to see that. That is pretty much it for this tutorial. It's really pretty simple. Let's just drop all this in there. And that is how you make a item elevator with a bubble column. There are of course other ways to do this. Again, thank you to Pixel Riff for this little redstone dropper circuit over here. I hope you guys enjoyed that tutorial, my dudes. It was really fun making it. Good to be back, because Tutorial Man is back with his quarterly Minecraft tutorials. I hope this was super easy. I hope it's useful in your world. If you think it's gonna be useful, leave a comment down below if you want to see some more tutorials. Leave a like on this video. Get subscribed if you aren't already. And I will see you in the next video. Also, check out the Blockheads SMP server. Episode 1 is out on my channel and episode 2 is coming soon. Thank you.